Hello and welcome to this. Bailey, what are you wearing?
What?
Bailey, I told you to dress up for the premiere. What is this?
You said evening wear. This is what I wear in the evening.
I did say that. That's my fault. I should have been more clear. Anyway, hello everyone, and welcome to a slightly strange school production. Because of COVID-19, we were unable to perform a school production this year, so instead we decided to write, devise, film, and perform our very own short film entitled Pandemic. Bailey, how are you feeling about this? Are you excited?
Yeah, it's looking like it's going to be good.
Agreed. You got any snacks there, Bailey?
Oh yeah, I've got my Doritos. I'm excited to see what's in store for us.
Okay, well, thanks a lot for that, Bailey. But Bailey, just let me do this, please. Thank you. But first, we're going to keep you in suspense, and we're going to take a look at some of the cast members, and they're going to talk a bit about their experiencing in developing and performing this film. Enjoy.
Jasmine, Joshua, how was it working together on the film with the hairdresser scene?
Good. A lot of shenanigans because, well, brother and sister, so that went very well, but it was also a lot of fun, and thankfully I didn't have to learn all my lines, which was very useful because we could just cut the scene and then go again. So that was very helpful because a lot of confusion with my words to begin with. We did so many takes.
And I found it really fun because I got to tease him a lot, and see at the end he had to hold the face he was doing so it would cut smoothly between scenes. And Mr. Jarwell said, and your sister's going to be over here making funny faces. And I did, and his eyes just darted across, and it's really funny watching the clip.
There's me kind of staring just past the camera, and then suddenly my eyes flick across to the other side of the screen as Jasmine pulls a funny face, which you might even see in the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was definitely very different because we've done very small amounts of acting before in previous schools doing like plays and things like that, but never anything like a screenplay where you actually get to hear yourself again, which is always interesting because you always think, I sound nothing like that, when it turns out that's how everybody hears you.
It was a lot of fun because I've never done any proper filming before, and I was just holding the microphone, but every time Joshua was talking, you couldn't shift your hands at all, otherwise it would travel through the stick I was holding and you'd get that sound overlaying. So every time I wanted to shift my hands, I was like, no, I can't, even if my hands are really itching, which was fun.
Well, more to come from you two, I'm sure, in days to follow. Thank you very much for your input, and I hope you enjoy seeing the whole thing.
Miss Bell asked me. We had the first teacher script written up, but then realised we had to have more materials. What was it like improvising the last teacher scene based on the recent news you were hearing around the time of filming? Well, it made me picture what it was like to be in someone else's shoes. Like children who have free school meals, their parents are probably finding it really hard to provide.
How did it feel having to read your own lines and then seeing yourself saying them on TV? I felt more involved with the scene. I felt I could influence the way it played out easier, and when I saw it, there was a sense of achievement. That was something I'd taken part in and helped create.
It was me, and I was part of the tech crew during this pandemic filming, so that means sound, lighting, filming, and I'm quite new to the tech crew, so this is a new experience for me. And my question was, what did I enjoy most during this filming? I would have to say that it was the new experiences I learnt from this. I learnt how to arrange cameras, how to arrange the lighting, how to arrange people in the sets, how to get them on and off screen. And yeah, I'd have to say I enjoyed the new experiences the most, and Mr. Darville taught me a lot throughout the whole thing. So yeah, that is what I enjoyed most during the pandemic filming.
Well, there you have it, folks. The wait is over. It's finally time to watch Pandemic. Bailey, are you ready?
Well, not really. I've done the take your snacks into the cinema, eat them in the advert break sort of thing whilst they were talking. I've now run out of Doritos.
Of course you have. Never mind. Thank you all for being so patient. And now, it's the main event. So please, sit back, relax, and ladies and gentlemen, enjoy Pandemic!
Look, I found them. I just put them in a bowl. Huh.
The mystery virus started here in the city of Wuhan. Chinese authorities pinpointing its source to this food market. Dozens have been infected, but experts here believe the actual figure is closer to 1,700 cases.
In a matter of days, Dr. Li Wenliang went from treating patients to becoming one. The 34-year-old ophthalmologist diagnosed Saturday with the Wuhan coronavirus, dying less than a week later in the same hospital in which he worked.
The virus broke out in Wuhan at the end of December, but it's also since been detected in Thailand and Japan. And while the Chinese government says it's spreading from animal to humans, scientists here say human-to-human transmission can't be ruled out. This virus is similar to the SARS virus, which broke out in China in 2002, claiming the lives of nearly 800 people globally.
He agreed to sign this document, admitting to spreading rumors online and severely disrupting social order. It reads, "We want you to cooperate with the police and listen to our reminder and stop the illegal act. Can you do that?" Lee answered, "Yes, I can."
We're still in the contain phase. Obviously, we're looking at the preparations we need to make now for delay.
So, here we are then. Compulsory leave, 80% of my salary. I mean, could it get any worse than this? I mean, really, how can they expect me to sit here for months on end and do diddly squat? I'll have become a giant lump of jelly. I'll have to roll to work. I mean, if I wanted to be paid to do nothing, I'd have gone into management. Work from home? It's news to them that you're supposed to work from work. What even am I supposed to do with myself? 25 years I worked at that bloody steel yard, and I haven't missed a day's work since my dad's funeral in '09. And now this. Think of all the double time that I've missed out on already. That's at least 10 postcode lotteries gone. 6 months, they reckon. 6 months of loose swimming and countdown. I won't miss it though. I've been in the job since I turned 18. Long hours and low pay, and now it's no hours and low pay. And over what? This tiny little thing none of us can even bloody see. In my day, if you couldn't see it, it weren't there. None of this pandemic nonsense or the R number isolation. In my day, isolation, well, for loonies. But now, it's the latest fashion. Everyone boasting about all they haven't left home in weeks. It's all the celebs are talking about. It's absolutely bloody mental.
Evening, love. How are you? Oh, I'm good, thanks, dear. Did you say you wanted a cup of tea? No, I said, have you put your hearing aids in? My hearing aids? Your hearing aids? Right, yeah. Yes, put those in. Oh, I went outside and bought one of these new computers. It's called a Lenovo. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means at all. Lenovo. I swear, it's like there's some sort of pandemic or something going on. Everybody's wearing masks. I'm really scared. Don't be scared, dear. Oh. Well, Barry said to call him at 4:15 on the point, and it's 4:15 now. Right. So, yeah, so dial him. Right. No. Oh, right. There you go. Right. Right. Where's it stuck? Where's it? Oh, it's dialing, dear. Hello? Hi, Barry! You don't need to shout. I do, because he can't hear me. Oh, he's getting angry. Sorry, Barry! Be quiet. Okay. I'm sorry. Right. What do we need to do first? Open it like a book. Oh, I did something. Right, he's apparently done something. Why is there lots of keys? Squares. Squares. He says they're for typing, dear. Ooh, I see. We're in now. What do we do? Alexa? Alexa? What's Alexa, dear? Oh, right. Did he say... What else did he say? He said to press the call button. Cool. But the video one. Yeah, the video one. I got something. Oh, I see. It's ringing. Oh, is that them? Put it down. No. Yes, we need to say goodbye. Bye, Barry! Oh, hello? They can't hear us. Why? Oh, we're muted, right. Oh, hello, everybody. Who's ready for some quiz time then? Something that's yellow. Find something that's yellow. I don't know what's yellow. What's yellow? Oh, a scarf. There's a scarf. Oh, we didn't win. Dorothy got a banana. Right. What do you mean, Barry? You can't come for my 90th? But it's his 90th. Oh, yeah, the pandemic. It's okay. Right. Oh, look, Dorothy made us a card. Oh, that's lovely. Well, we've got to go and eat our dinner, don't we? So we'll see you all again at some other point. Yeah. Bye. Love you all. Love you. Bye.
No. I do not give a monkeys about whose turn it is, and I do not care who has been on the Xbox for the longest. If you two scallywags cannot sort it out for yourselves, then neither of you can have the thing. And that's final. And mind your manners. I heard that. I'm so sorry about all this. I wish I could say they're not normally like this, but I think we both know that's not quite true. Amelia, put your brother down immediately. Oh, he's flying, is he? Well, I seem to remember the last time he was flying. 2 days ago, if I remember correctly, with 3 stitches and 4 hours later. No apologies. No, Amelia, we are not having a debate about this. Put him down. We've watched the length and breadth of Netflix, all the costume dramas and culture in quarantine, and yesterday we were forced to watch The Greatest Showman. I would have rather have pierced my eyes with cocktail sticks, and I had Amelia screeching the lyrics in my ear. I'm pretty sure she did all but burst my left eardrum. And the kids these days, they're getting so fussy with what they will and will not eat. And Waitrose isn't helping either. The next slot I've got is in 4 weeks. 4 weeks! What on earth am I going to do without my Patagonian purple butter? And where's the loyalty to their customers with years of dedication? Oh God. Please excuse me. The children were making crepes this afternoon and I believe my kitchen is on fire. Charles, if that's a Renaissance sculpture you've knocked over, you're dead.
Good evening. It is 8 o'clock, and this is for Britain's NHS workers, carers, and everyone helping to fight this coronavirus pandemic and keep the country going. Take a look and let's listen to the enormous gratitude being shown right now all over the UK.
Thank you, key workers, the general public shout from their stuck-up homemade rainbows. Little signs decorate the top of bins, and writing scrawled across windows tell us we're brilliant. Finally, a bit of respect. After all these years of being looked at like we've crawled out of the undergrowth, it's nice to be smiled at for once. We're finally visible, functioning members of society. Bin men to the rescue. What would they do without us, eh? A very, very stinky living spaces in no time at all, that's what. We make 'em look better in their fancy four-bedders and posh suits. They can pretend like they haven't scoffed down several tiramisus and M&S cream cakes, because we're there every week, cleaning up the mess, taking the rubbish away, and making the truth disappear. I'm actually quite enjoying getting to know the Somerset lot, though. They're quite lovely. Especially Linda. She leaves these cupcakes on top of the bins. All right, occasionally they have a bite taken out of them, but they taste very good, they do. I don't like Sharon, though. She leaves bags of dog poo on top of the bins and they absolutely stink. Terrible. She should be fined. Anyway, nice talking to you. If you want to come down the pub for a drink up... Oh, wait, no. We're not allowed to do that anymore.
There's been new legislation from the PM on the telly. It affects our list.
What do you mean? What about the deposit? Well, not another setback. I can't write all these invitations again. I joined Weight Watchers to achieve the optimum level of dress size. How long am I going to be able to fit into my dress? John, please tell me they're not messing with our date, or I think I'll go mad.
Calm down. We still have our date, and the priest. We just can't have as many wedding guests as we...
Yes, we're expecting that.
I mean a lot less. So we plan 250, yes?
All on here and all important. I worked out the table dynamics and everything.
Well, the new rules say...
What? What do they say?
We can have 30.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but did you just say 30?
Yes, 30. 30 people, so...
Yes.
Ugh. We just have to be logical, that's all. Stringent. I mean, it's not so bad. Half of these people your mother decided to invite anyway. For example, do I know Uncle Arthur?
My mum's second cousin from Wales with a dodgy leg. And no, you don't. I don't really. I haven't seen him since I was 6. But that's what weddings are for. Families getting back together. John, do you not think we should call Mum and Dad? They should be part of the...
No. Too many cooks. We'll be here all night and still not make any decisions. Your mother just wants to control everything. It will be cheaper all round if we only have 30. Your dad will be pleased that we won't bankrupt him. And your mum, well, your mum will just have to understand.
But they're paying for...
Right, I suggest we make a list. Who's expendable?
Well, Mum and Dad, and your Mum and Dad.
Of course, bill payers.
Yes.
What about your sister? Always good for a laugh, Jean.
Joan.
Of course, Jean. And your brother, I guess. And my Uncle Jimmy, my godfather, remember?
Oh yeah, of course. But what about his girlfriend? The awful one with the laugh?
I don't know if he's still with her.
Because if we have to get rid of people, she's one to go.
But what about Uncle Jimmy?
Well, you can always say we're cutting back on the and guest part unless they're married.
Seems a bit unfair, but you'd probably go for that. Can Craig come?
No. Do you remember James and Caitlin's anniversary party? It was nuclear.
Well, I can't exactly put a leash on him. And yes, it was unfortunate with the swimming pool incident, but I'm afraid he's a keeper. And they should have warned people about that pink lemonade. What about your Auntie Sheila?
Sharon? Any more of my relatives' names you'd like to forget?
Yep. Right, well, does your Auntie Sheila have to come?
Is Craig really that good of a friend? Has he ever... When did he last phone you? Did he come and see you last year when you had that dodgy stomach bug?
Fine. Auntie Sharon it is. You win. And it wasn't a stomach bug. I just had a dodgy curry.
So that's... 7. Sorry, 8 with the priest. Who's next?
Sam, the best man.
Okay, 9. And my 5 bridesmaids. I can't cut anyone out. They're all there for a reason, and if I cut one out, they'll totally take it personally and never speak to me again.
I told you from the start 5 was too many.
John.
Overkill, I said, but would you listen?
John. This is my day, and I'll be damned if I have to make any cuts.
Okay, don't do that thing. You know I can't deal with you when you make that face. Oh, fine, 14. Whatever, Marion. Happy now?
Yes. Well, we have to invite your auntie... Your great-aunt Mary?
Yeah, I need to keep her sweet. Ever since I was born, she bathes me in the spirit of Christmas in the form of a much-needed £100 top-up in my trust fund. Can't let her go sour.
Okay. Well, if we're having her, Mum will never let me hear the end of not inviting Auntie Tina.
Mary,
John, like for like.
Well, in that case, I need all my ashes back in.
Oh, come on, John, that's totally not the same.
It's exactly the same, except I'm not having a hissy fit about it. I'm just telling you, it's happening.
Fine. Well, that makes 25.
What about the photographer?
28.
The master of ceremonies?
29. John, you forgot us. We need to be there, don't we? John, my head really hurts. Can we go away on holiday instead and just forget about all of this?
We can't.
Why not?
England's in lockdown, remember?
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Dottie, no, that's fine. I'll get her to come. I will. I'm just on my break now, Dottie, but Cheryl will be over in about 5 minutes with your morning digestive and tea. Okay? No, it's fine, honestly. Don't worry. It's fine.
Bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover. That's all she wants to hear. Trying to keep positive. Not sure if that helps.
That's Ron's favourite as well, isn't it? What is it about these war songs, eh? Back to the glory days, I suppose. Maybe we are fighting a war. An invisible enemy and all that.
His Aggie's funny, isn't she? Always wants that one from Seven Brides for Seven Brothers. You know, Doris, what's it sings it?
Oh, you mean Doris Day? Oh no, you get it right, love. That's Mavis's. You see, Aggie's more up to date. She likes the one from, oh, what's it called? You know, the yellow pill-shaped fellas. Oh, you know, the one that goes,
Oh, you mean Happy?
Yeah, Happy.
I'm ready for this cuppa, I can tell you.
I need 8 arms, not 2. God, let me sit down.
Hang on, you need to spray it.
Sorry, keep forgetting.
You know, I've had to tell Dottie that her Maisie's called 5 times this morning. She's lost her shoe again, by the way. The left one.
It's always the left one.
It's because that's the fish she chairs dances with, isn't it?
Yeah, how long's it been now? She hasn't seen her folks in a while.
2 months and counting. They came for a birthday and were due back in March, but then...
Of course, bless her.
Cassie's in a bad way too. She keeps thinking Des is coming back. She doesn't even remember him coughing. Makes it worse if that were possible. We'll have to put it in the notes for shift swap. She thinks he's doing up their caravan for their anniversary. I mean, it breaks my heart. How are we going to tell her? When are we going to tell her?
Don't know, love. Don't know what you can say. Can't say anything.
Mike Terrick at Jane's Air last night at home. He's not used to me not being there.
Oh, how'd it go?
It was alright, actually. He did one of those YouTube do-it-yourself flips. Put her hair in a ponytail, flipped it upside down and just chopped. She was quite impressed.
Oh, well done, Terry. I'd have been terrified.
It was okay. It's okay. That's the picture. But then do you know what she said then?
Go on.
She said, it's alright, but Mum does it better. And then she cried and says, why does she have to go over there? There are loads of them there now. Why does she have to?
Oh, I know it's hard on them, but really...
Yeah, but she's hurting, isn't she? And so am I. All I want is a family movie, a cuddle, and to tuck her up in bed like a kid. But I can't, because I'm here.
I know, love, but the residents, they're too fragile. We know that.
I know, but nobody out there gets what we do they?
Washing my hands again today. I mean, it's the new normal, they say. Just wash your hands all the time. Wash them as often as you can. And wear a mask. Keep a mask on you. Keep it in your pocket. When you go into a shop, put a mask on. When you're in school, put a mask on. When you're at college, put a mask on. Just keep it on you. They save lives, come on. The innately selfish people who don't do them. It's just ridiculous. Oh, but I might get spots on my chin. Would you rather a ventilator? Would you rather die? Oh no, I get a rash on the back of my ears. It's sweaty. Death. It's not a joke. It is death. It's ridiculous that people just don't wear them. Come on. So, think about it. The homeless, they don't have masks. They can't wear them. They don't have any form of PPE. They don't know about social distancing. Well, they'll know about it, but they haven't been taught how to do it. It's survival of the richest. You own money, you can survive. It's like the Titanic all over again. When the ship was sinking, the rich people got on the lifeboats. The poor people, no, they were locked in the bottom. The homeless people are locked in the bottom. You say, oh, but we give to the charities. Do you really? You're walking past and you just see them go, oh, sorry mate, don't ever hill me. No, come on, you've got your card, which you could easily go to the cash point, take out money. But no, oh no, I want to keep that money. I want to buy something myself. Honestly, it's ridiculous, come on. We say we do charity, but do we? Come
on. Morning, Bailey.
Morning.
Looks like someone woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
Don't even. Our house ran out of hot water, so I spent the best part of an hour trying to fix it, and then I saw the time and didn't have time to get breakfast. Hence the Skittles.
Ah, I mean, yeah, it makes sense, as everyone knows. The Skittles are the nutritional equivalent to a bowl of cereal.
Ollie, shut up.
I suppose that explains the pyjamas as well.
Oh, yeah.
Are you not pyjamas in lessons?
Well, I mean, supposedly, but I mean, Mr. Church loves me, so...
Oh, that's all right then.
Why is he always late?
Actually, we're early. Yeah, I mean, lessons start 20 minutes early, or later because, OSL,
What?
so...
So, I could have got breakfast and then joined. How long
yeah.
do we have until he joins?
Any minute now.
Oh, for sake. I literally could have had breakfast.
Honestly, I thought nothing of it at the time. It didn't seem particularly out of character, so...
Oh,
Hey, careful. Language. These things are recorded,
Forgot, sorry.
Yeah. You done that homework?
Yeah.
You didn't do it, did you?
Oh, I don't believe so, no. What was it?
That Macbeth essay.
The what now?
The Macbeth essay, the one we did in class like weeks ago.
I'm gonna be honest, there's a grand total of 0 bells ringing right now. When's it due?
When's it due? It was like last week.
Oh, oh wait, no, yeah, that essay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, no. Language. Don't you find Mr. Church's lessons so boring?
Yeah, well, you know what I always do?
What?
I do that trick, you know, the Control Shift 7 thing.
The what?
The Control Shift 7, you know, it freezes your video and audio so you can like go to the toilet, have a snack or a drink or something, and to everyone
Oh my
else
God,
just
no way.
yeah. Did you not know about that?
No. What was it again?
You've got a Control Shift 7.
Control Shift 7. Thanks, man.
No problem. Oh, here he is.
Oh.
Sir, microphone. I don't know where it is on mute. You're on mute. Unmute. Hello.
Hello. Oh, yeah. Hi guys. Morning, boys.
Morning.
Everyone all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, right. Bailey, are you wearing pajamas?
Yeah, so I had a problem with my shower this morning. I didn't have time to get dressed. I've only just joined the call. I mean, Ollie can vouch for me.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. It's
Yeah. Right. It's not particularly appropriate for lessons, is it?
Fine, I'll go get changed.
Okay, hurry up, please. I do want to actually start the lesson. Can you close the door, please? I'm on a Teams call. Can you?
Right.
Ollie, you're right. You look like you've seen a ghost.
No, yeah, fine. Nothing. You missed nothing.
Okay.
Right, are we ready to actually start then? Right, Bailey, I had a look at your OneNote page for your essay on Macbeth, you know, Act 4, Scene 3. I couldn't seem to find yours, Bailey.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi's been playing it. That's probably a syncing issue.
Yeah, syncing issue. Bailey, if I had £1 for every time you told me that, I wouldn't actually have to be a teacher anymore.
No, sir, it's true, honest.
Yeah, have you tried printing it out so you can show me over the call?
No, sorry, my printer's out of paper, so I had to use toilet paper because, well, lockdown, you know.
Yeah, all right, okay. Well, look, can you sort it out for next lesson, please? It is a week overdue now. Yeah? Yeah, I did happen to find yours, Ollie. Very good. Some really, really clear points. I think you could have developed a little bit more on the point about the imagery of innocence with, you know, the pretty chickens from Macduff.
Shut up, Mr. Church. You well, no, wait, I was you.
Bailey? The hell are you think you're doing? Bailey?
Sorry, I thought I was frozen.
Sorry, what?
I did the Control Shift 7.
Bailey, it's Control Shift and 8.
Oh.
Right. Ollie. Yeah, so as I was saying, yeah, Act 4, Scene 3. Just have a look at the comments I've made and the what went wells and even better ifs, because I think that they'll actually
Why
really
would I find one fine, you absolute melon?
Bailey, that was a trap. And Bailey, that's 3 minors.
This morning, when I checked my bank account,
There was only £4.92 in there. I transferred some cash from the account my bills come from, because I promised Susie a treat for making it to the end of term. And there was no food in the house for dinner. And I suppose I'll worry about paying the rent in 10 days when it's due. Before lockdown, I was just about making ends meet, getting on top of the bills. But then, things went downhill. I don't have savings. I don't have things I can sell. And my mother is more likely to need help from me than to help me out. And my dad is dead. There is no safety net. And we are far from the only ones. Some people do not even vaguely comprehend what it's like to have no money. As in, literally none. Skint. Not things are getting tight. Actually nothing. I've spoken to people who consider £50 to be not a lot of money, and that if you have to use a food bank, it's because you've either spent your money irresponsibly or just not been careful enough. And people who think it's possible to live a lifestyle comparative to their own whilst relying on benefits. Last week, there was a mufti day at school, and the kids were to bring in £1. When they didn't raise as much as they should have, someone posted on the school Facebook group to express their disappointment. And a lot of people responded with what I considered judgment, about how they would never send their child in without the money. There was no thought on perhaps for some people there's no such thing as only £1.
After last night's press conference where the government announced new, simplified and standardised COVID rules, let's take a look. Oh yeah, really simple. Just the 3-tier rule of 6 closed by 10 whack-a-mole hands face space approach. Our very own chief medical officer said won't work. So, what a waste of 8 months being trapped inside waiting for the R value to go down just so Boris can get up on his high horse and promote eat out to help out. And wonder why the R rate's increasing. Oh, I'm sorry, Colin, that you and your stuck-up little Eton friends want to have lobster thermidor for 50% off. Oh! Waitrose, Rick. I'm sorry. How could you survive? Simplified. How can it be simple, Colin, when their advice went from wash your hands to stay at home to check if you're going blind by driving to Barnard Castle? How are we supposed to trust the government when their advice is based on whack-a-mole? It goes down, you whack it down, comes back up, 5 minutes later, somewhere else. But don't worry, at least we know economically where we stand. And from the figures they showed us, that's in the line at the job centre. How can we trust them when their plan is, let's wing it, and when it goes tits up, we'll see what the rest of the world's doing. They've been doing fine. How can we trust them on anything when it took them 5 months to realise that face masks might be useful? How can we trust them? The government has come under furious criticism today as they revealed that they have been told by their advisers to introduce stricter measures so the R value begins to decrease.
Hey.
Hi.
Have you finished the project?
Yeah, I did it this morning.
Thank you so much.
Wait, what are you wearing?
I'm just wearing my home clothes.
Well, we have PE next.
Oh, don't worry, I'll change after.
Whatever.
Are you okay? Because you don't really look very happy right now.
Well, yeah, I'm fine. Why wouldn't I be alright?
Are you sure? Because you can always tell me anything. I mean, that's why we're best friends, right?
We're not friends.
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's kind of obvious you only use me for, like, homework.
That's such a lie.
No, well, you're only talking to me now because have you finished the project?
Why would I do that? You're literally my only friend that's actually stuck by me during quarantine.
Yeah, well, I mean, we only talk to each other for homework, and we never talked to each other before, and that was quarantine 6 months ago.
So, why? What do you think I am? Just a cheat that just copies off people?
Well, you didn't help me at all. You sent me a video link.
Yeah, that link was so important, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to finish the project without it.
No, we're not friends, okay?
You're my actually only real friend, and now you're saying we're not friends?
Yeah, well, quarantine 6 months ago.
I'm just gonna go now. Bye.
Sorry, we can't have you come in on Tuesday. We are closed due to the current restrictions. Hope to see you in here soon. Thank you for your patience.
I've got nothing left. I spent 10 years building this up. And for what? It's all very well the government giving me 3 months off my mortgage, and yes, delaying my loans. Thank you very much, but it's only delaying the inevitable. And when they kick back with the taxes, who's to come running for a haircut? It's not exactly an essential product. It's times like this I wish I never sunk so much money into this business. At least if I was working for someone else, I wouldn't be here, set to lose everything. It would be someone else's problem. How we should go back to the days of asking where someone was going for their holiday or what they were going to do that day. Actually, a holiday is just what I need. Sun, dancing, great food, relaxing days on the beach. But no one can leave. I'm stuck in this empty shop without the latest gossip. I can remember before this, the old lady from down the road came in, telling about her husband's affair with the Herms delivery driver. Well, they'll still be having an affair. Delivery drivers are far too busy. They're the ones with all the work and no time for anything else. Now there's a thought. Maybe I should go into that. At least I'll be getting a steady salary. Nah, I'd get sacked straight away because I'm terrible with directions and busy fixing my hair. Anyway, at least I'll have a queue of socially distanced people hiding their home-butchered haircuts and colours very soon. That's going to keep me busy. How am I going to cut people's hair from 2 meters? I don't own a pair of scissors with a 2-meter handle, and if I get closer, I can get sick. What a mess we're in. What I'd do to get my hands on Boris's hair. I'd also like to speak to his hairdresser, and to Rishi Sunak, explaining to him what it's like to actually be struggling financially during this pandemic. I knew I should have married a billionaire.
When the virus comes, talking heads on television screens will tell you to abandon ship.
And drown yourself in a sea of isolation.
To submerge homes in Lysol wipes and hand sanitizer.
To engulf body in face mask and plastic glove until it becomes a second nature.
They will say the shelves at the stores are empty, but not realise they are also talking about you.
They will preach the gospel of quarantine and shout parables of
Thou shalt wash thine hands, for God so loved the world.
Children, it's time to go home now, so pack up your bags and get your coats on. Yes, some of your parents are already here. You must hurry up, because you know why? Yes, we cannot mix the bubbles. Toby, what are you doing? Get off the floor. I'm going to have to wipe there now. And Dylan, stop painting. I know, you shouldn't have started another one, should have you? I can see another green coronavirus. I can see that. It's very spiky. Oh, those are its legs. I can see that, yes. Okay. You can paint it more green, but only one brushful. And then you must get ready to go home. Miss Vinton, it's so hard nowadays. It's like a military exercise. And I hate having to wear one of these. It's complete chaos if you don't get the kids out at the right time for their bubble.
Has everyone gone barking mad? Follow the rules. Stay at home, control the virus, save lives. It's not that hard. You haven't seen a pair of ravaged lungs with that thing running through them like I have. Forget smokers. That virus is smog. It's invisible to everyone except me and my X-ray machine. And people are still refusing to think it's serious. Kids meeting up, snogging, jumping over fenced-off park gates and playing on the swings. Crazy. And people are still smoking. I mean, what? I want to tear my hair out. It's like, what has to happen to make you stop? Are you just a chancer? Or maybe you just feel invincible. This thing is everywhere, taking down rich and poor regardless. Just because you drive a flash car doesn't mean it doesn't affect you. It affects everyone. The Forrest Gump guy, Tom Hanks, Boris Johnson, Prince Charles, even Pink. And it's proven you are weakening your chances if you light up for fun. Numbskulls. Dying isn't glamorous. James Dean was lying. I feel like the Grim Reaper. My X-rays showed the reality. I already know, as the image clears, who's going to make it and who's... Well, when you come in wheezing, you're scared. You have the rabbit in the headlights look. Terrified, and you should be. We don't know how to stop it. We don't know how to stop it.
Yesterday, I went on a walk around the village and went to the co-op for the first time in ages. It felt quite strange. Like many vulnerable people, I'm still wary of the world around me. But I've been in lockdown for so long that I want to be able to go outside. So I've been wearing a mask when going out or near others. But I was really shocked by the reactions to masks. When I walked by, people went silent and actually gave me dirty looks, as if I was doing something wrong. And a couple of people made jokes about COVID, directed at me. I know it's just being silly, but honestly, for a lot of people, it's not actually very funny. By wearing a mask, I'm not implying that you have the virus or that I'm suspicious of you. I'm simply trying to keep myself safe and others around me because I cannot afford to take risks. I'd also like to point out that by wearing a mask, it's just as much to protect you as it is to me. If by some wild chance I was an asymptomatic carrier of COVID, my mask would stop me from spreading the virus to others around me. I don't enjoy being labelled vulnerable, and I usually hate making a fuss about it, but my family and I are still quite frightened, so please don't make me or anyone else feel uncomfortable for wearing a mask. If I felt like the virus was being taken seriously, I wouldn't have to make a fuss at all, and I could stop banging on about it.
Okay, children, it's time to go home. Dylan, you must put your pen in the year one pot. Why the year one pot? Well, you know, the bubbles. I've had enough. They don't know how to social distance. I mean, if one of them grazes their knee or cuts it, they'll come up to me and give me a hug. I can't help but wonder, what if they have it? See, their parents are key workers and working in hospitals, even with patients. I'm also worried about the other children, the ones that don't have devices and are at home with no childcare, and the ones who have free school dinners. What if they're not having anything to eat? Also, you hear about on telly these children that get abused and that are trapped in, and I can't help but wonder, what if it's one of my kids?
I hated lockdown, but it did make me think.
At first I switched off. No school, I thought.
Brilliant! The longest holiday ever.
I thought.
But then I couldn't go anywhere, not even the park.
I cheered at first.
But after the weeks turned into months.
I realised this wasn't a snow day situation.
How long is this going to last? I miss my friends.
PE.
And all the stuff we used to have. Like a timetable.
I made myself get motivated. 1, 2, 3. put on fresh clothes every day.
Really?
Brush my teeth!
I did feel better. A bit.
I gave myself reasons to smile.
Get up and be active every day. Oi, that's mine!
No one else was going to do it for me.
We got through with
FaceTime, quizzes,
and games. And now we're at solitaire.
Really?
Monopoly's my game.
You're on.
I've never spent so much time with my
Dad,
Mum, sister,
and my cat.
I found my parents' vinyl.
and really got into the Beatles.
I learnt how to play the guitar.
Learned how to knit.
Properly.
Started playing the piano after 3 years off. Read books and talked to my mum about the stories and characters.
realised I like fishing.
Now we're back in classes.
They seem better than before.
I try harder in lessons.
A little bit more.
I don't take anything for granted.
Not anymore.
Lockdown taught me not to waste things.
I'm now excited to go outside.
See beautiful places.
I grew older and I realised my sister's quite cool.
Thank you.
Shut up!
I painted my own room and learned how to grout.
I appreciate everything.
This is the new normal.
And COVID will one day end.
And we
We will have changed for the better.